sure it's better for their business. Before we leave the explosion, we go back to building 7, and this is the first. Same thing happens again.
Yeah, this gives us the opportunity actually to what you should see here when the first clip is over, it goes into slow motion, is that the puffs,
The scripts on the north side of the building 7 is going from the bottom up. If you look carefully, you can actually see the explosions. And this is not a result of pancaking, which would come from the top down if the top floors was falling on the lower floors. But here you can see, pop, 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 it's going from top. Now it's going to hit boop, 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 from the bottom up. This are explosions. Okay, there's no other way to explain this observation. So much for building 7. Now we go back to the base. And I'll show you another observation, unrelated to explosives. We're now looking at the South Tower, actually minutes before it collapsed. There was some strange observations on out of the 82nd floor. What you see here is some molten iron or molten metal pouring out of the South Tower prior to collapse. And I apologize for the randomness of the ship.
here you go.
What you're seeing here is something occurring on the 82nd floor of the South Tower. You'll see something pouring out of the corner opposite to the impact of the airline. It is molten. It's liquid, but it's a molten metal. And it is red. This is the same phenomenon, but it's another clip, but there's no sound on it. This is very strange, for reason to be understood, because and it was running down the building, and even NIST admits that whatever came out of it had an orange glow. It was red. It was a molten. Believe me, it was not gold. Neither was it copper. There's only one metal which can account for this observation, and this is molten iron. The only problem here is that molten iron doesn't melt before 1538 degrees centigrade, and this temperature you can never reach in an ordinary office fire. There's only one chemical reaction which can account for this observation, and this is called thermite. Thermite is not an African insect with 6 legs. It is a mixture which was invented by a German chemist called Hans Goldschmidt in 1893 and patented in 1898. He found out that if you take aluminum, finely divide it into powder, and mix it together with rust or iron oxide, likewise finely divided, These two powers mixed, if you could get them to react, it's not so easy, if you can get them to react, the reaction is violent, heat is developed, and you form molten iron in the process together with aluminum oxide. This is the formula for rust iron oxide. The temperature of the molten iron comes out of the process is the order of magnitude of 2,500 degrees centigrade. This is more than roughly 1,000 degrees beyond the melting point of iron and steel. So the process is very useful for welding, and it was patented in 1908 and used for the first time in 1899 for welding tram rails in the German city of Essen, and has been used in the American prairie for welding train rails. It was useful, but it's also harmful because since the molten iron coming out is so hot, it can be used to melt other iron items, in particularly armor. And this is what the military is interested in. Can also go through concrete. It burns its way through things. Thermite is not an explosive. The old-time thermite I'm talking about here, unscorchment thermite, is not an explosive. It's an incendiary. It works by means of heat. And now I will show you what thermite can do to a French car. I have shown this video in England, and they thought it was outrageously funny. I have shown this video in Switzerland to French audience, and they didn't find it funny. And since you're Canadians and supposed to go be bilingual, I wonder why.